friends, I am CA Ramesh Prabhu, Chairman Maharashtra Societies Welfare Association, Mahaseva Andheri. Today we will discuss about the new ordinance which has been issued by Maharashtra government on 9th March 2019. This ordinance is to amend Maharashtra Cooperative Societies Act 1960 with effective from 9th March 2019. Let us understand what are the highlights of this ordinance. The first and foremost highlight is related to election. Now, as you are aware that after the 97th Constitutional Amendment, every society's election, including housing society election, has to be carried out by none other than Maharashtra State Cooperative Election Authority. Which means, for even 10 members of the society, the election authority need to come to the society and conduct the election. This was creating a lot of issues and there were a lot of unrest, a lot of expenses involved. In order to avoid this, an amendment has been carried out in section 73CB, subsection 11, wherein a proviso has been added. What it says? Provided further that in the case of a cooperative society, where the members of a housing society are 250 or less, their election will be carried out as per the rules prescribed by the housing society themselves. Now the question arises whether there is a appropriate rules. The answer is absolutely no. But in case there is no rule, then how the election can be carried out? The answer is very simple. In the absence of rules, and it says that it is the society's responsibility to carry out the rules. Rather, it is the responsibility of the society to carry out the election. Prior to this amendment, it was the responsibility of the Maharashtra State Cooperative Election Authority to carry out the election. Now the onus has been shifted to housing society themselves up to the members of 250. Therefore, in the absence of the rules, neither the Maharashtra State Cooperative Election Authority can conduct the election because they are prohibited from carrying out. The housing society may say that there is no rule how to carry out. In the absence of the rules, whatever the general body decides, according to them, they can carry out the election. Therefore, section 72 of the Maharashtra Cooperative Societies Act comes into picture. It says the general body is the supreme authority to carry out anything which is provided in the Act, rules and bylaws. Now the rules is silent, bylaws is silent, whereas the Act is very much clear that the election has to be carried out by the society themselves as per the rules prescribed. But rules are not there. So therefore I am of the view that by using the section 72 of the MCS Act, the society can take a general body and decide the procedure that need to be done, and accordingly they can appoint an election officer among themselves or an outsider, prescribe certain the rules, and then carry out the election in the same general body or by adopting the whatever the procedure they want in the absence of the rules. So therefore now my guidance to the housing society whose elections are pending, they should immediately call a special general body meeting, decide the formalities which they want to do, how the election has to be conducted, and that resolution should be sent to the registrar and tell him that this is the resolution that has been passed, and by using the power under section 72, the society is proceeding with the election, and they can depute any officer to monitor and supervise as provided under section 76 or as provided under rule 60 of the MCS Act, where the registrar can depute his officer as a monitoring or supervising person. He can authorize any person. And once that resolution is passed in the general body, they can conduct the election themselves, and then once the elections are conducted, officers are appointed, then as required under section 73, the information can be given to the registrar, and accordingly the registrar may be authorized or may be requested to constitute the committee. Thereafter, the society can carry out the election. This is my humble submission, and now the election authorities are prohibited from carrying out the election. And therefore, I am of the firm view that society themselves can carry out the election. The next question comes, how many members need to be elected? It is depending upon the number of members in the society as provided in the bylaws, the election can be carried out. Now in the new ordinance, as far as number of members are concerned, it has been said as far as reserve category and women category is concerned, if they are being able to fill up the candidates, they will be filled up. If you cannot fill up those reserve category and women candidates, in that case, whatever is in the general category, they will constitute the full committee, and the quorum will be naturally 2/3 of the elected members. So this way, 2/3 of the elected members will become the quorum, and accordingly the election can be done. Just to give you a figure, up to 100 members, the general category is 6, women category is 2, and for reserve 3. Now in the absence of women category and reserve category, the members up to 100 members, they can elect only 6 members in the general body, and they will form the quorum and they will form the committee, and as and when other people are required, they can be co-opted as and when the vacancy comes, because in the new ordinance even the co-option is now given to the society. Any casual vacancy arises, whether because of the death of the member, resignation of the member, or the vacancy was not filled up earlier in the election process, they all can be co-opted by the managing committee. So this way this procedure is followed. Now up to 200 members, 100 members, up to 200 members, yes, general category is 8, then from 200 members to 300 members it is 10, and above 300 members up to 500 members it is 11. So this way the general category will now form the required committee for conducting the election. When the general body is called to elect the committee, the quorum required is as per the bylaws. As we know, the bylaw says it is 2/3 of the members or 20 members, whichever is less, or if the notice specifies that the general body will be adjourned for half an hour, and after half an hour whatever number are present, they will be forming the quorum. In that case, whatever number of the members attend that general body meeting, after half an hour they will constitute the quorum. So therefore there is no specific requirement that how many members should present in the general body when the election takes place. If you need more information on this aspect, you are most welcome to contact our office. We are ever ready to give the free advice. You have to take the appointment by contacting our office on 022 4255 1414 or 022 4255 1425. Thank you very much.